It's a common sense recap of the big stories. It's Katz and Cosby on 77 WABC.
With us today is Senator Kelly Loeffler, and she is one smart lady from the great state of Georgia. She was in New York. And what accomplishments in New York? She had a great fundraiser, I understand, for Donald J. Trump. And Ms. Loeffler, Senator Loeffler, give us an update. What happened last night?
Well, great to be with you, John. We had a great night last night, and the event was hosted by former First Lady Melania Trump. My goodness, she is more beautiful and gracious than ever. It was to support the work that the log cabin Republicans are doing in support of President Trump. It's to raise money for their Road to Victory program. We raised in the aggregate over $1.4 million, and it was really hosted by former Ambassador to Germany, Rick Grinnell, and many other great conservatives. Kellyanne Conway was there. It was actually held at Trump Tower in the Trump residence, which was glittering, beautiful, stunning, and high energy. So it was a really special night. The First Lady spoke. Melania is as eloquent and kind-hearted as ever, and it was a great night. And I'll tell you what, John, she's 100% in this campaign. The media loves to say that she's not part of it. She's doing her own thing. She cares very much for this campaign, for this country, for her husband, President Trump. And it was just a wonderful night. And many great patriots from across your city, New York, joined us. And then patriots from all over the country flew in to be part of it. So it was a really special night.
Well, that sounds like I missed a great night. I was supposed to be there. Bill White, that supports the log cabin Republicans, and I support the log cabin Republicans, asked me to come. But you know how schedules go. Tell us, what have you been doing since you left the Senate? Yeah,
so I left the Senate in 2021, and from that moment on, I started a group called Greater Georgia based on really grassroots mobilization, fixing the infrastructure that I saw had failed us in 2020 in Georgia. It cost the president his seat. It cost us 2 Senate Republican seats that actually ended up flipping control of the Senate. It was devastating, so I got to work, rolled up my sleeves, started building a ground game, working on coalition mobilization. So we've been reaching out to the Hispanic community, the Black community, building suburban women's outreach, and even young voters. So we're in high schools registering voters with a conservative message, which used to be Stacey Abrams in the high schools registering voters with a very liberal and radical message. And we're also on college campuses. So we're doing that along with defending election integrity. Because as we see now today, the president has issued a veto threat if the House and Senate pass the SAVE Act, which is basically to stop illegal immigrants from illegally voting in our elections. So there's tons of work to do, not just on grassroots ground game mobilization in our local communities, which you saw made such a big difference in the governor's race where Lee Zeldin almost got across the finish line, but on the election integrity side, because now that Obama group's favored candidate Biden is, kind of not, doing his best, they're going to have to resort to other means of winning. And so I'm very worried about election integrity, but I know that we're going to be able to get Trump's positive message out, and that's what we need to focus on, no matter how the Biden-Obama side of the ballot, Vice President Harris, no matter who it is on the ballot, we know that their policies don't work for the American people, and we need to stay focused on winning on our side. And that's what President Trump's doing every day with a very positive message and a 20-point platform that polls show Americans agree with.
Senator, no matter who, Republicans or Democrats, I think 90% of Americans believe in election integrity. And I am concerned that we're not going to have election integrity. What's happened in Wisconsin in the last few weeks?
Well, Wisconsin brought back the drop box, the COVID-era drop boxes We don't have COVID with us anymore, and yet we still have COVID area changes in our elections. Those need to be rolled back. It took a 100-page election integrity bill in Georgia to fix the unilateral changes that our Secretary of State made to make our elections unrecognizable in Georgia, to really destroy voter confidence in our elections. And every state deserves to have confidence in their elections. And so, John, I feel for you because I know New York does not have voter ID. I don't understand it. I don't think the rest of America understands why you can't have voter ID.
You need voter ID to get on an airplane in New York.
Yeah, and to pick up your tickets at a will call window at the baseball game.
Absolutely.
It's just common sense.
Well, Senator, we're out of time, but I want to thank you, Senator Kelly Loeffler, from the great state of Georgia. Thank you for being in New York last night. Thank you for all the work you do. Election integrity is going to be one of the most important jobs you do. Thank you so much, and God bless America.
All right, God bless. Thank you, John.
Hi, it's Lou Dobbs for Priority Gold, America's precious metals dealer. These are volatile times with high inflation, soaring debt, wars on multiple continents, and rising financial stress. Central banks are buying gold to diversify their reserves, so are many Americans. Call Priority Gold and find out how precious metals can help you diversify your portfolio. They're highly rated and happy to help. Call 1-866-303-6357 or get a free gold guide at PriorityGoldGuide.com. That's PriorityGoldGuide.com.